Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to make this gorgeous card and I really like this one. It's a very masculine card, but I think you could change it up into female colours with pinks or purples and it would look really great as a female card as well. So the supplies used for this card are the Sailing Home bundle, and this is new in the annual catalogue. It is a cling stamp set and there's matching dies that go with it. You buy this in a bundle, so you're buying the dies and the stamp set together and you're going to save yourself 10%, which is a really great saving. I'm also using part of the suite, which is the Sailing Home suite, Sahara Sand and Night of Navy Baker's Twine. This is really pretty and really great with this set. The inks, I have Versamark ink because we are heat embossing with the white embossing powder. And I'm also using the heat tool. And I've also got the Balmy Blue ink as well. Okay, so I have my card kit here all ready to go, and all the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog. There is a link to my blog in the description of this video, and there's also a link to my online store where you can purchase all your Stampin' Up supplies if you live in Australia. If you are placing an order, pop in the hostess code, I'll send you out a free gift. But if you go and check out my blog for my loyalty program, it's called Inky Rewards, you can also earn yourself some free products, which is a really great incentive to shop through me. Okay, so we have thick Whisper White as our card base, and it's already scored in the middle. I'm just going to fold it over and burnish. Now, my card bases for here in Australia are half an A4 cut in half and then just scored in half. So that's the measurements there. I have a piece of matting, which is Night of Navy, a piece of Balmy Blue, which we're going to stamp those anchors on. I have a piece of Night of Navy that we're going to heat emboss the 3 anchors. I have a piece for my sentiment that I'm going to heat emboss, and a piece of Whisper White that we're going to die cut that ship's wheel out as well. So I'm going to bring in first the Balmy Blue cardstock and that anchor, and we're just going to stamp with the Balmy Blue ink, and I'm going to just stamp all those anchors down on that piece. So I'm putting some upside down, putting some up the right way. So I'm going to do one on either side, keeping them at the same sort of length if I can. Doesn't matter if it doesn't line up completely, it won't matter. It's a handmade card that I'm going to pop over the other way, and I'm going to continue stamping all the way down that matting piece. Okay, so I'm going to clean this stamp off really quickly with my Stampin' Scrub because we're going to bring our Versamark ink in next to do some heat embossing. Okay, so that's really quick and easy to clean off with that chamois. I'm going to bring in that piece of Night of Navy, and I can pop this to the side now, we don't need that anymore. I'm going to bring the Versamark ink in, and I'll need 3 of these anchors that we're going to heat emboss. And I'm just popping them around, alternating what way they are stamped down, so you can see that. I'm going to bring the ink in. I'm going to bring the embossing powder in, and this is Stampin' Up's white embossing powder. Make sure we cover those anchors really well. Okay. I'm also going to bring in that little piece of Night of Navy. I'm going to bring the sentiment in that says congrats, and also the Versamark ink. I stamp that in the middle. It's ready to go. So let's bring the heat tool in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the heat tool to melt that powder and make it all glossy. All our heat embossing is done, so let's bring the big shot in and we'll do all our die cutting. So we have our wheel with the Whisper White, that little label for our congrats, and our anchor. Going to do the rest of the anchors. So we have lots of pieces here ready to go. Now when the catalogue first came out, I knew this was a set that I would have to have, because I struggle with masculine cards, and this is a great masculine set. I think there are plenty of flowers and butterflies and girly things in the catalogue all the time, but it's harder to do more masculine cards, so I'm really happy when this come out. So we have our 3 anchors, and the anchors all have little holes there that can get punched out. Oh, I didn't cut that one out very well, did I? But that's okay. So we're going to start popping these all together so we can put our 2 mats together, and I'm just going to use Tombow Mono Glue. This is a great liquid adhesive, very strong and easy to use. Just making sure I have a nice border all the way around that piece. Then we're going to pop our anchors up. So I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals, and these are fantastic for this. Perfect size. I'm trying not to go overboard with my dimensionals. I tend to overuse them. I'm going to cut the dimensional in half and pop on either side of that anchor. And do the rest. So tell me, is this set a must-have for you? Was it one of the ones that you had to have, or do you sort of look at it and think, oh, maybe? I always find it really interesting to see what people gravitate to when new catalogues come out. Like I said, I think it's easier to make more feminine cards than what it is to make masculine cards. So it's nice to have a few different stamp sets in the catalogue that you can choose from. Move our card back in, and I'm going to start popping these over the top. I love the colour combo of the balmy blue mixed with the night of navy. I think those two go together really nicely. I'm going to do the one here on the left. And last anchor. So this is a pretty quick and easy card once you get going. We're going to do the middle one. Now this one, because I stamped it a little bit further down, I'm just going to turn it over and chop that bottom bit off. Like that. That looks good. So let's grab that anchor and we're just going to grab a normal size dimensional, stick on the back. And I'm popping that straight down on the right hand side in the middle there. And our little label's just going to be glued over the top. Alrighty. I'm going to pop this matting piece up. So I'm going to stick one on all four sides and one in the middle. Been watching Dina Rico do dimensional. She does them really fast. I'll have to work at getting a little bit faster. Making my videos a little bit not quite so long. Okay, so let's make sure that that's all nicely got a nice border all the way around. And if you didn't want to cut it off, you could just have it hanging over the edge, but please yourself. So that's really good. Now the last little thing that we're going to do is we're going to bring in that twine. And I'm just opening up my card, popping it through, and then I'm just going to tie a knot on the side here. That just gives it a little bit more interest. And I could have done my card base in Sahara sand. That would have looked nice too, and tied in this baker's twine. There we go, there we have our card. I hope you've enjoyed this card tutorial for the Sailing Home bundle. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love it if you left me a comment. Don't forget, head over to my blog where you can check out everything that I've done for this card. And until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.